sky's falling, the wind is calling, stand for something or die in the morning. Section 80, high power.
Visions of Martin Luther staring at me. Malcolm X put a hex on my future, someone catch me. I'm falling victim to a revolutionary song. The Serengeti's clone. Back to put you back, stamp us back on your spinal bone. You slit your disc when I split you my dish.
Don't be afraid to
Yep.
I shed tears every morning in the bathroom mirror, face to face with fate, had to face my fears. It was me, I'm the reason that I fell. That was hell, locked the self-guilt like jail. Lord, I cried, almost died empty inside. The devil whispers in your ear, you contemplate suicide. I tell you, I know, promise honest been there before. And this pride before the fall is how it usually go. Looking at me, I was strutting proud as can be. Didn't tell me nothing, I was hushing people, keeping it G. I heard my ancestor voices, now they speaking through me. Sometimes my faith get full of shaking, I be weak as can be. Pray and repent, gather my strength fast like it's lent. The devil sent the storm to break me, but I didn't bow a bit. Won't bow a bit, I've suffered and will do it again. Made it to the mountaintop, straight from the valley of sin. Like a deliverance of pain.
when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling broken, when you're feeling burdened, I will give you rest.
One more.
Lord, I'm out here on your word. Lord, I'm out here on your word. If I die on the battlefield,
I'm here.
Lord, I'm out here on your word.
Glad I got my religion in time.
Glad I got my religion in time. If I die on the battle.
All right, let's jump in. Good afternoon, everyone out there. I like the circle. Hold on just a second. I want to get back to a vibe I had earlier. Let's see if I can figure it out. It may not be able to make it happen. I can't figure it out. It's all good. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to At Home on the Yard. I am Jeff McKinney, Fisk University class of 2002. And I want to start off the show by saying a few things that I try to cover in the beginning of every episode. First thing I'll say is this show is in this effort, this publication, it's not about gossip. It isn't about personalities or conflicts, not about tearing down any institution. It's about asking questions. I think that's the most healthy thing that we could do is ask questions. Questions that people who love this particular show is about asking questions that people who love our HBCUs. My wife is calling. Honey, not right now. I'm sorry. People who love our HBCUs should be willing to ask. Today we're talking Fisk. We're talking about leadership. We're talking governance, culture, transparency, accountability. We're going to stay above board. We're going to stay in a positive place. we're going to make sure that we give room for us to come together. That's really what it's about. Now my son is here.
Mom said she's ready.
My wife is calling, guys, and so I'm getting all kind of messages from all kind of places. But let me get back in. That's where we are. I have spent this week, I would say, a good amount of time thinking about how we support one another. I've spent some time thinking about the importance of sharing our opinions, and I've thought about the work that I've put in myself to prepare for this moment. And so, At Home on the Yard is really an effort to make sure that we are prepared for not speaking about the past, but thinking about the future. I am going to say with, I guess, as much excitement as I could, that I have learned that we have extended the leadership at Fisk University at both the board level and the president level, is what I've been told by pretty credible sources. I reached out to our alumni president, Greg Johnson, and he confirmed that for me. It's if you followed me at all, you know that I've asked for faculty and staff to move forward with a vote of no confidence. I think that given currently the enrollment numbers that we've been hearing, not ready to confirm those just yet. But also given the needs that we have as an institution and what was recently shared from a data center perspective around this quantum leap $1 billion initiative, that I'm not really sure of the funding. There's not been any funding or any scope behind that to date. I'm not really sure what we are extending. And so I'd like to get more of you to come forward so that we can actually come together and figure out how do we support, given our current circumstance. I think, one of the things that I say here is conversations turn into participation. That's really what I built Ontegration with that in mind. And we have the systems behind that. I've tried my best individually to move forward and provide support, not just to Fisk, but to the culture in general. That's the reason why I built this particular vehicle. I think the opportunity is to unite HBCU culture as a whole. And currently, for me, I would say Fisk University and the current news and my passion, this is a great use case to show how technology and media can be used to contribute. There are multiple ways to contribute. You can be welcomed, or you can carve out your own pathway. And so what I saw this morning, if you guys haven't seen, is that there's a new petition out there from a new group that is opposed to what they see and what they feel from the university. And so if you are opposed to it, I would encourage you to get engaged with that petition. Sign that petition. I think there's going to be some news to come from that. I hope so. And then I would also say that I encourage you all to join At Home on the Yard. At Home on the Yard appears to be just, kind of a space where Jeff comes and talks. However, there's a whole virtual, we'll say, real estate and space that I've created, not just for Fisk, but for all of HBCU culture to align so that we can figure out how do we support these institutions. You know, the list came out, 2 lists this week. The first one, there were 20 universities and Fisk was not there. There was another list that came out from Forbes. There was, I don't know how many universities, but they broke it up a little bit differently. And Fisk was on the list, number 7, I believe, on the public institution side. And so I think there's an opportunity for us to come together and think about what we can do to contribute individually. And so I want to park that right there. I'm going to make this show a 2-part exercise today. I wanted to come here and kind of leave a teaser for that and say, if you would like to participate and you come across this, whether it is before I come back for part 2 or after, leave it in the comments. I do have places for people to go and join and links to click, but let's just start out here in social media world. And for everyone who does leave a comment, I'll make sure that you guys are aware what time I'll be back later on today with part 2 of At Home on the Yard. We've got a lot to talk about, and I want to park it right here. And so until later today, I am Jeff McKinney, class of 2002, Fisk University. Peace.